Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine of Denmark stepped into a new chapter of royal life at Fredensborg Palace Chapel, where the twins were confirmed in a ceremony that brought together family, tradition, and an unusually international circle of royal guests. On April 18, 2026, the son and daughter of King Frederik X and Queen Mary marked a milestone that may appear private at first glance, yet carries a deeper meaning inside one of Europe's most closely watched royal families. Confirmation is a religious ceremony, but in royal life it often represents much more than faith alone. It is a moment of personal growth, a sign that young members of a royal house are moving beyond childhood, and a carefully observed family occasion where the public gets a glimpse of the next generation. For Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine, both born in 2011, the day placed them at the center of a tradition that has shaped Danish royal family life for generations. The ceremony was held at the historic Fredensborg Palace Chapel, a location strongly connected to the Danish monarchy. Fredensborg Palace has long been associated with private family gatherings, official celebrations, and moments that bring together the royal household away from the more formal atmosphere of Copenhagen. Choosing the palace chapel gave the confirmation a sense of continuity. It linked the twins' personal milestone to the history of the institution they were born into. The service was conducted by the royal confessor, Bishop Henrik Y. Paulsen, whose role gave the occasion both religious and ceremonial importance. In Denmark, the monarchy has a close historical relationship with the Evangelical Lutheran Church, and royal confirmations remain an example of how faith, family, and public tradition can meet in one event. While the ceremony itself was centered on Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine, the setting also reminded observers that the Danish royal family continues to preserve traditions in a modern and carefully balanced way. After the chapel service, the celebration moved to the orangery at Fredensborg Palace, where a reception was held for family members, friends, and invited guests. The orangery offered a more relaxed setting after the formal religious ceremony, allowing the royal twins to celebrate with the people who have known them since childhood. That detail matters because royal events are often viewed through the lens of protocol, titles, and public appearances. A confirmation reception, however, is also a family celebration. It is one of those rare occasions where the public can see the human side of royal life, even if only through carefully selected official images and reports. The guest list reflected the importance of the day. Queen Margrethe, the twins' grandmother, was among those present, adding a powerful sense of family continuity to the occasion. As the former monarch of Denmark, Queen Margrethe remains a central and deeply respected figure within the royal household. Her presence at the confirmation of two of her grandchildren was more than ceremonial. It showed the closeness of a family that has experienced major change in recent years, especially following her abdication and the beginning of King Frederik X's reign. Prince Christian and Princess Isabella also attended, standing beside their younger siblings during a moment that may feel familiar to them. As the eldest children of King Frederik and Queen Mary, Prince Christian and Princess Isabella have already begun taking on more visible public roles. Their attendance highlighted the unity of the immediate royal family and offered another reminder that the Danish monarchy is gradually preparing its younger generation for the responsibilities that come with public life. Prince Vincent is currently third in the line of succession to the Danish throne, following his older brother Prince Christian and his sister Princess Isabella. Princess Josephine follows closely behind him. Their positions mean that, while they may not be expected to carry the same future burden as their eldest brother, they will remain important members of the royal family throughout their lives. Their confirmation therefore becomes part of a larger story. It is a quiet but meaningful step toward adulthood for two young royals who will continue to represent Denmark in different ways as they grow older. Prince Joachim and Princess Marie were also reported among the guests, along with Count Nikolai and Count Felix. Their presence underlined the wider family connection that still exists across different branches of the Danish royal house. Royal families are often portrayed as distant institutions, but events such as confirmations reveal how much family relationships still matter behind the titles. The attendance of cousins, uncles, aunts, and grandparents can send a subtle message of stability, particularly at a time when royal households across Europe are adapting to changing public expectations. The celebration also reportedly included international royal guests, including King Felipe VI of Spain. International attendance at a family event is not unusual among Europe's royal houses, where long-standing friendships, shared history, and godparent relationships often connect families across borders. These relationships are not only symbolic. They reflect a network of personal ties that has existed for decades, even as modern monarchies have become more focused on national service and public accountability. One of the most meaningful details surrounding the confirmation was the presence of close friends of King Frederik and Queen Mary, including several people connected to Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine through godparent relationships. Godparents hold a special place in royal family traditions. They are chosen not only because of friendship or status, but because they are expected to be part of a child's life as they grow. Their presence at the confirmation suggested that the celebration was not simply an official royal occasion. It was also a personal gathering for two teenagers surrounded by people who have supported them from the beginning. For Queen Mary, the day may have carried a particularly emotional significance. Over the years, she has been praised for the calm and grounded way she has raised her children while living under constant public attention. Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine have grown up in a world where every public appearance is analyzed, every photograph is shared widely, and every royal milestone becomes a topic of discussion. Yet their confirmation offered a glimpse of a family trying to protect a meaningful private moment while still honoring the public traditions connected to the crown. For King Frederik, the occasion came during his early years as monarch, a period in which he is continuing to shape his own style of leadership. The confirmation of his youngest children was not a state event, but it carried symbolic weight. It showed the king not only as head of state, but as a father watching his children move into a more mature stage of life. That personal image can be important for modern monarchies, which rely heavily on public trust, relatability, and a sense of connection with the people they serve. The Danish royal family has often been admired for finding a balance between grandeur and accessibility. Fredensborg Palace itself represents that balance. It is grand, historic, and deeply royal, yet it has also been a setting for family birthdays, holiday gatherings, and private celebrations. By holding the confirmation there, the family reinforced the message that tradition does not have to feel distant. It can still be warm, personal, and rooted in family life. Public reaction to royal confirmations is often shaped by the photographs and details released afterward. People are naturally interested in the twins' appearance, the family's body language, and the guest list. But beyond the visual details, the real significance of the day lies in what it represents. Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine are no longer simply the young twins seen in childhood portraits and holiday appearances. They are growing into young adults whose lives will increasingly attract attention as they find their own interests, education paths, and future roles within the Danish royal family. Their confirmation also arrives at a moment when European monarchies are facing questions about relevance, tradition, and the role of younger royals. The Danish royal family has responded to those questions by keeping important traditions while presenting them in a modern, family-centered way. The confirmation at Fredensborg Palace Chapel was a clear example of that approach. It respected faith and history, but it also focused on the personal journey of two young people. As Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine move forward from this milestone, the public will likely see more of them in the years ahead. Their path may not be identical to Prince Christian's, who is preparing for a future as heir to the throne, but their roles will still matter. They are part of the future face of the Danish monarchy, and moments like this help shape how that future is understood. The confirmation at Fredensborg was not about spectacle. It was about family, faith, responsibility, and the quiet transition from childhood toward adulthood. In a royal family built on centuries of tradition, that may be one of the most meaningful statements of all. Do you think Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine will take on more visible royal roles as they grow older? Like, comment, subscribe, and share for more royal family news, analysis, and updates.